Hello everyone, Reginald here, and I'm going to be doing commentary on the TSM versus fnatic match because I forgot to save it on LOL recorder, so I'm using LOL replay to rewatch the match. So you'll see some health bugs here and there, but for the most part you can really just see the positioning of the match and see how it went down. So it's going to be Teemo, Soraka, TF, Ashe, Nocturne versus Nunu, Irelia, Janna, MF, and Cassidy. Cassidy's going to be soloing, and Irelia will be soloing. Janna and Misfortune will be laning together, and Nunu will be jungle. On our part, we have Nocturne jungle, TF solo, Teemo solo, and Soraka and Ashe laning together at bottom. What you're going to see here is they have 2 smites, which is pretty unorthodox, so they probably want to go do some counter jungling to combo with the Nunu, because Nunu is known as a very strong jungler. They ran 2 teleports because we do have 2 globals, so they wanted to counter the global aspect of our team. So here you see it. We're going to probably be expecting Janna and Nunu to clear our jungle because they do have 2 smites with consume. They can clear things very fast. On the other hand, I think that we're stronger level 1 because they do have 2 wasted summoner spells, smite, 2 smites, or not 2 wasted summoner spells, 2 teleport and a smite, whereas we have all escapes and an ignite on them. So here you have it. Right now we're just going middle to see where they're at because fnatic usually starts with the middle entrance to see and scout where their opponent is. We go over here and Soraka has a ward, so Soraka will most likely be warding here. So we get a CV on them, and now we see them there, and we choose to play aggressive because with the Ashe crit, it's very strong early game. Teemo blind, and over here we have Twisted Fate's son. Nocturne runs in here, real aggressive, 4v5. But they do not have any stuns besides Tornado on hand, so it won't be that much of a problem. And we do have Soraka heal here. Notice how Odd1 does start with 4 potions and a cloth armor. He mainly does that to save gold because he knows that he doesn't need the 5th potion. So that's very interesting. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit, and we choose to play with the passive start. Nocturne's going to start at Wolves. Odd1's general start. Soraka stays here to protect Nocturne and possibly go for a heal. He runs into this pressure for clearing, so that was very risky in his part. We sent Teemo top, Ashe bottom to get the early EXP, and you can tell that they're helping Nunu start with the golem, so it's probably an early smite to help Nunu do really fast. Most likely going to be counter jungling. Janna did pull it for Nunu, and probably use smite as well. We're probably going to be expecting Nunu to counter jungle somewhere over here, and it's going to be a Twisted Fate versus Cassidy in middle. Twisted Fate has a very big advantage on Cassidy early levels, but with Nunu ganks that might be the difference because Nunu ganks are very strong. He's very good at counter jungling, and for bottom we have 2v1. They ran something really unorthodox. They ran MF and Janna top. They do have 3 top navigation Teemo, and Teemo gets away. I think that was a really bad gank because it did show Nunu's positioning up here. Most likely Nunu's going to be running back in here after he gets rid of the vision to counter jungle. Janna is over here now, so it's there was basically 3 top. Nunu wasted his early gank, and I don't think that didn't really do anything at all. It really just brought Teemo down to maybe 100 HP. He does have 3 potions and boots just to play against 2v1, so surprisingly that worked really well against his favor. Whereas bottom is 2v1 against a melee, so what they're trying to do is they're focusing on pushing this tower. That's going to be really effective because Irelia cannot do anything against 2 ranges, and they did take these golems over here, so here you have it. And so the bad part is, since if top pushes away to the tower, Teemo can still CS, whereas if Soraka and Ashe pushes into the tower, they're just going to get free hits on the whole time and possibly even harass Irelia. It's got to be hard for Irelia to CS the tower, and Nunu goes for a gank over here. Twisted Fate did not see him, and that was really bad on his part. He acted really slow. He saw him and the flash, so he flashes over, goes his flashes, and gets away. Nunu's going to burn a flash right now to try to catch him, but Cass didn't already burn his flash, so they're not going to be able to catch his TF. Nocturne just staying top, trying to protect Teemo, but he decides to go back to base because half his jungle is already stolen. At level 2, he cannot have killed this lizard, so what he has to do is go back down here, kill the wolves, do the golem, and go back to this lizard. Bottom's just doing a really splendid job pushing this tower. This tower is probably at 2/3 HP, or it's down to 800 HP from 2,500, so that's very, very big. That's a very big early start. It's at 800 HP. This tower should be dead in a couple minutes. You sent Nunu bottom, so Nunu's very strong ganker early game, and they're just sacrificing Nunu's ganking power by sending Nunu in lanes. Nunu has already went top, wasted a gank, went bottom to hold the lane, and he has ganked middle, which is very strong. That gank middle did a lot because Caston's a very weak laner, but now Caston has the same CS as TF, so that's going to be really a big head start. Once Caston gets that catalyst, TF's going to have a big problem. But there was a ward there, and Nunu ran past the ward, and TF didn't react in time, so very bad play on my part. I think the difference in this match is that Janna doesn't have flash, and that's a very, very poor choice on their part. Golden Smite just for the early golem advantage, early start for Nunu in general was, I guess, not going to overcompensate for the fact that he doesn't have flash, because we do have a knocking global, we do have a twisted fate global, so whenever Janna passes this turn, she will be ulted and ganked and killed with the Nash, with the Teemo as well. Teemo does a lot of standing damage, so once Twisted Fate just throws a gold card on Janna, Janna will most likely die. So as soon as the Twisted Fate hits 6, top's going to be just in big trouble. And they're going with the pushing strat as well, they're pushing top hard, but the thing is when they're pushing, Teemo can harass them. Notice how Teemo can harass them, you can't kill them off the tower, but the thing is Irelia cannot do that. Irelia has to just Irelia is melee, so when they're pushing to the wave and Irelia goes on, we can just back off and hit Irelia. So notice here, Caston's playing very aggressive, trying to stop Odd-One's jungle and harassing Twisted Fate down. Because of that new pressure early game, it's really weakened the Twisted Fate from farming. So the CS difference is really close, it's 20 to 21, whereas Twisted Fate should be doubling Caston's CS in an open, so it's a very good job on his part. Oh, it's on top, and Odd-One gets away with just one hit left, so MF just ghosted right here, and Team was not able to kill him. But I think if MF actually ghosted sooner, he would actually gotten another attack off Odd-One, maybe possibly go around here and just run away, because Twisted Fate did not have a global, his summoners are down to do Nunu gank, so if he did chase the Nocturne, he might have gotten away still. We don't know that, but it was Odd-One was just one attack earlier off, so maybe that ghost would have been a difference between an attack, even though Odd-One did flash. Nunu just continuing to gank this Twisted Fate. He is on par with Nocturne jungle level 4 to level 4, but the thing is they did run double smart to give Odd-One disadvantage to that, a really big advantage on early levels in the jungle. If you look at the CS difference, he does have 24 to 15, so that's a very big lead in the jungle. That's probably 2 or 3 camps, and Nunu did counter jungle him, so that's a bad part. He probably went over here, took camps, but he didn't do his own. Nunu is top again, constantly putting pressure, ganking lanes, but I just feel that Nunu's ganks haven't really affected top lane much or bottom lane much, but the only lane he really did affect was mid, and that was a really good gank on Nunu's part. Soraka warding for Twisted Fate here, and Caston plays aggressive. Twisted Fate had summoners up, and he only has a ghost, so he doesn't have, he has flash and teleport, so he will die to these raids, and since Twisted Fate hit him, he got the kill. So here you have it. Or actually, Caston didn't die the raids. It's TF actually aggroed those raids with the card. They got a last hit. Fnatic XP was trying to just port over here, and he's probably a little low on mana, so he just almost got away. Nunu goes mid, tries to just take over the lane, maximize his experience. Twisted Fate just getting his mana back by using blue cards. He's probably gonna go back soon. His ultimate is up. He hasn't used it yet, so we should be expecting a gank top very, very soon. So Twisted Fate just goes back to base, and I would probably guess that they're setting up a gank for top right now. Just going back to base, buying, and just getting ready to ult top, and it's basically a free kill because he doesn't have flash. And I think that that's gonna be the difference in this game. And oh, I missed the kill, but Ashe and Soraka picked up a kill on Irelia, and that's just a really hard lane for Irelia in general because it's too dangerous to melee. Twisted Fate did port top, picked off a kill, off Janna. I think that they did enough damage to that Janna, and they just started chasing the MF because the Janna was a free kill on Teemo already. Rayman's pushing top as hard as possible. He's trying to take advantage of the fact that they're not in lane, so he's trying to push the creeps to the tower. So once the creeps get to the tower, if someone actually goes top, they're going to be losing a lot of last hits due to the tower killing the CS. After getting bottom tower, they just go back to base, and Ashe starts with 3 Dorans build, a very strong early build, because they do have a really strong ganks, and they're just trying to do as much damage to this tower as possible because there's no one top, and it's a very good tactic, it's a push creep attack. MF runs backing off before even buying. And then these guys can back the tower and stop this MF from CSing very well. Middle-wise, it's 36 CS to 41 and a kill, so it's 4-0 right now with tower, and bottom tower, or top tower is 1,900 HP, top tower is 1,200 HP, and I think the main difference was sending a melee bottom against 2 range is just very difficult, whereas it's a range versus 2 ranges, so it's going to be a lot harder for them to push down the tower, whereas it's 2 ranges versus a melee, so it's much easier to kill a tower. And also, having a TF ulti game top with a support that doesn't have flash just means it's going to die because it's going to be under farmed and just a very easy target to kill. Nocturne just running over here, drops the pink ward, they don't have fire, so he starts dragging. However, Cassie comes, drops the pink ward, so he doesn't realize it's actually a pink ward right there, so Nocturne doesn't go back here and drop the ward. Cassie just blinked over here, and they sent Soraka and Ashe off because there's a tower here still, and there's no tower down here, and Teemo can free reign push bottom because he can just plant mushrooms all over for vision and just constantly push bottom, whereas they don't have a global but 2 teleports. With a global, it's much harder to react, whether it's 2 teleports, you can see them teleporting, and teleporting takes 4 seconds, the channel takes 4 seconds, whereas TF channel is only 1.5 seconds or 2, so it's just half the time, and globals are half the cooldown, whereas teleports are 4 cooldown, so I don't think it's a very strong counter to the ultimate. So Janna here overextending once again and does die to TF global game top. And MF runs forward and they actually pick up double now. Instead of just losing 1, they lose 2. So I think this tower is going to be dead now. They're just going to push this wave very fast, auto attack it. They send TF back, or TF actually decides to stay and push this tower. He wild cards the creep. Those wild cards, the creep should all be dead soon. Send Nocturne in the middle to just defend the tower and get some farm. And Teemo loses bottom farm the whole entire game. So here we have it. This tower is probably going to die very soon. And maybe a teleport. So if the teleport does come, they back off. And it really is back. I really didn't have a DC for 10 seconds or so not very good on the part. Twisted Fate actually flashes because he's scared. Maybe there might be a ward over here for casting and teleport as well, and that he would be in danger if I really actually send him with a slow. Nocturne just farming up. Looking at the CS difference, it's 51-30, so our jungler does have a much bigger advantage than this Nunu. This Nunu just running into some XP, and that's a very bad part on their side, is that our Ashe is a lesser farm than this MF, but our Teemo is more farm than Aurelia, so it's an even trade-off. It is 6-0. We did pick up Dragon. Bottom tower did die, and they're actually about to pick up top tower right now. They're gonna go for a dazzle. I wouldn't actually teleport Cassie, so Cassie doesn't teleport in, and he goes to and since they go for tower, they have flashes over, and they're gonna chase this Janna down, hopefully. And I don't think they'll be able to catch him because Janna does run slightly faster with the boots, but if he did run over this mushroom, he would have died. So surprisingly, he just like barely whiffed the mushroom and didn't touch it. Teemo's going to continue pushing bottom, constantly pushing pressure, and the thing is that it's very hard to stop Teemo from pushing because he has all this map control, mushroom here, mushroom here, mushroom here, mushroom here, mushroom here. That's around 6 mushrooms or so, and this is going to be impossible to beat this Teemo, especially when he does have flash, and he actually moves naturally faster and quick. Twisted Fate's is putting pressure, going for Sheen to kill towers faster, and just going 3-1 build for an early start against their comp with Nunu, because Nunu is the very strong gang here. And Twisted Fate's always just waiting for top to overextend, because remember, Janna is a free kill, so Janna's staying back this time. He's like, oh, okay, so they're just ganking us every time we overextend, so mainly just waiting. Twisted Fate is mainly waiting for this Janna. This Janna's about to just overextend, and I would expect a game very soon. And there's just no pressure top. I don't think they'll be able to kill Janna without the Ashe, so Twisted Fate just to farm up middle to try to get this Nunu, but they do have that on Twisted Fate, but expecting Nocturne, they just back off. So Nocturne tries to chase this down. This Castle can flash over simply like that. It's a farm off bottom. Twisted Fate ulted to overextend, and they do pick off this Janna. So here, every single time Janna overextends, it's just a free kill. Twisted Fate's gonna go for the tower dive, and expecting his team to help him. Ashe turns and hits this tank, and Twisted Fate dies because of this Ashe not
An ally has been slain.
so not that great on their part. Casting is very low middle, so he could not have teleported up there. He was at 25% of the mana, so that was impossible for Casting to teleport up. I really already used the teleport, so that would have been impossible. That would have been a free kill right there and a free tower, but Twisted Fate did die, so just not following up. He died. That was kind of a little aggressive, not really risky at all because that would have been a free kill though. Seeing over here, it's still a farm off. Looking at the CS difference is 54 to 77. So Timo has 2 kills, around 21 CS over Aurelia. Nocturne has 75 CS to 53, so that's approximately 23 CS over. Twisted Fate to Kassadin, it's 11 CS difference. However, he does have 3 kills. Kassadin has 0. So that's gonna play an essential role in this game. That couple teams is so much ahead, dragons, towers. And just champion-wise, they're stronger late game because Aurelia doesn't do much late game besides just run in there and die. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this just a little bit. Some more farm off bottom, more farm off top, more farm off in all lanes. Nocturne is farming, and Janna is gonna be out. Janna's about to be picked up again if Twisted Fate does have that ult. So Twisted Fate does not have the ult, but if he did, Janna was overextended. He should have died once again. So another good time to fast forward. Here, they do go middle, and since Misfortune saw that Nocturne, they back off, and they're actually doing golem right now for the Kassadin, I believe. So here, decides to run back. He threw that Q in there just to try to steal that golem, but they probably smite it or consume it. Since they do have 2 smites and a consume, Nocturne does pick up 2 gold items, so he's gonna be much more farmed than this Nunu later. Let's see, Nunu has a Catalyst. So seeing that, not only does he have 2 gold items, but he has more CS, so our jungler will be much stronger. And our support has no gold items, and he does have a needless large squad though, so that's going to play a really big role as well. They all come in, and Timo is going to stay bottom and push. If Kassadin does run down here, we do have a Twisted Fate ult to come here. Nocturne is coming down here too, so if they do gank this Timo, they will die to double flip. Fast forwarding this, I think Kassadin was blinked over because Timo went over here with red. He does have Wriggles. The big essential role of Wriggles is he has vision over here. He can steal red at any time, and Wriggles is just really strong. And so he's went for Wriggles. And the thing is that they could push on them because they have Soraka, and this will just be easily because they do have heals, the other team doesn't. They have strong heals. The Q is easily like 300 damage to whatever targets is hit. Ashfall is usually 200 damage to targets as well. So just really big AoE pokes, and with Soraka healed, they can essentially poke forever. So having that, it's just really easy to poke against them. So TSM's goal is for long fights, long kite fights with sustainability, and Fnatic's going for more of the we engage and we kill them with Nunu and Kassadin, silence, slow. And if that actually happens, if they can actually burst us down, then we will lose the fight. But if the fight lasts any longer than 30 seconds, the effective heal and the effective HP on all of us will be much higher with Soraka's heal. Since Soraka got needlessly large rod, she will be healing for a lot more with her global, with her W. So, I mean, if Fnatic can do a really good engage with Misfortune ult and all their ults, without really taking everything, they can possibly win team fights. They sent Twisted Fate top, and effectively when they attack the Ash, and Nocturne is gonna possibly pick off this kill on Aurelia, and Aurelia stuns Nocturne at the very last moment. Let's see, the score is 1 to Janna died. Timo's still pushing bottom, so Timo's most likely gonna pick up his tower. He's actually dead soon, so Timo wasn't actually the actual HP. Timo's going over around here to try to pick off this Nunu, and he actually picks off this Nunu. Kill. That wasn't really hard, that Kassadin would have died, but Twisted Fate planned on actually clearing creeps with the red card, not expecting that engagement right there, so that was a red card. with this comp, Aurelia should have actually healed instead of staying. That was very bad play. It's hard to actually get poked down even more. And if Wicked actually healed and came back, they might have been able to defend this tower. But since Wicked is staying with low HP, Misfortune staying with low HP, it's very hard to defend this tower in general because this bad healing happens. So Misfortune and Aurelia should have definitely went to heal. Twisted Fate can poke forever, essentially with this Golem. With Soraka heal, he's just tanking his tower, he's proccing and hitting his tower. Whereas they do have Rain Man's jungle control with all these weapons over here. They're just gonna have Rain Man constantly pressure bottom, and mid's just gonna continue to poke the whole entire game. Fast forward this a little bit more. They actually just continue to poke, and Teemo's doing big damage to this tower. Puts Mushroom down here, just in case they engage on the Teemo. And Caston's gonna poke up here and engage on the Teemo, so mid decides to probably engage as well. And they do react in time, they go back to the game, and this is just not gonna do their part because smart. We should not engage when we should just continue to poke. The Soraka heals is a very big advantage. They do kill 4 opponents to 0. So you're putting them back in the game. It's now 10-4 instead of 10-1. It could have been much cleaner. The game was 10-1 and they actually traded 4 kills for nothing. Aurelia does support down bottom to counter the push on TF's part. TF gets away because Aurelia doesn't really have much damage. He gets an article on the field soon, so he's just not so it's still a really big lead. They do have 1, 2, 3, 4 towers on them, 5 towers, and the other team has none. So we have 3 dragons on them as well. So push down this inhibitor and push down top. I'm gonna fast forward this just a little bit more. Fast forward this. On the Golem, see if they can steal it. If Caston did pick off this Golem already, so Caston with Golems is very, very strong in team fights. He can constantly spam his Force Pulse, just do so much damage. And that was really good on Fnatic's part, just engaging a 4-on-5 and winning that fight, just killing all 4 of us without us picking up 4. Fast forward this, picking up buffs, just getting this Golem, getting an infinite poke to see if he has. Once the Twisted Fate gets enough cap, it's gonna be a bunch of damage in general. More, Twisted Fate goes bottom. And clear this wave, then they're gonna group up and push mid. Nunu and MF is actually going bottom, so they're actually going to send to bottom, and Twisted Fate can actually ult on mid anytime now. This Janet is actually at 4 HP, so I would be expecting a Twisted Fate ult here anytime soon. There's 3 bottom, there's 3 bottom, there's 3 ulting. Ult on this Janet. Now it's actually going to be a 5-4 fight on this part, so this flash ult card. Wicked gets away. So they go back to this inhibitor, and 3 of them are still running back to base because of that failed gank on Twisted Fate.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
So now I would be expecting them to go top, fast forward this a little bit more. They do go top, and it's top, play post, engage, and that's all part of it. Silencing that Nunu's ult, and they're just zoning this MF off so you can do damage and just kind of continue to pump this Aurelia. So here it is, it's got 5 champions versus 5 left. They are low, we're playing poke, and we have some big advantage. As long as the fight happens, more HP we'll have effectively because Soraka's constantly heals up. And since they're very, very low now, they should have healed. They're really greedy. They wanted to defend the tower, really shoot this back up, gave up that tower and healed. And now since they're back, they come up with this tower and it's their HP button makes it more fight. And they are Notice how this whole team moves as a team, constantly poking and just whittling their health and waiting for Soraka to heal us all up. That's what we should be. Notice the positioning. We're all grouped up. We're all ready to back off and run as 5. But the only bad part about the strategy is Caston is going to blink on and Force Pulse on 3 people. But the thing is, since we're all grouped up and Aurelia runs forward, we can easily just focus down this Aurelia. Whereas it's so easy for 4 targets to kill in a rally. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play this game. Face off all the targets because they're all low and Team is so high to just drop kills. Started with this inhibitor, they actually decided to go for So there you have it, TSM versus match. For you guys.